Good morning. I have to apologize. YouTube changed its upload format followed by technical problems that resulted in a delay that caused some facts addressed to be outdated. Here's an update. Yesterday, Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich said he couldn't wait to talk to the public. His attorney at Glenson argues that Blago was all talk, no action. He should have asked for a second opinion. I would have told him not so fast. I don't know about you, but does Patrick Fitzgerald look like a probie? You may remember he is the prosecutor in the Blagojevich case. He had Blago arrested for having solicited bribes in return for an appointment of whoever pays most to the senator's seat formerly held by Barack Obama. Sounds like eBay to me. Well, Ed Glenson should have access to the same law resources I do, let's say the Federal Criminal Resource Manual, or, if he doesn't, at least to Cornell University's law library. Let's look at what the bribery statute 18 U.S.C. 201b2 says. Whoever, being a public official, directly or indirectly, corruptly demands, seeks anything of value in return for being influenced in the performance of any official act, etc. Sounds like Blago to the point on the eye. But there ought to be a statute that requires holder of odd names to change it, let's say here to Goldfinger or something. Oops, that pun was not intended. Then again, maybe it was. Now, let's look at another case of separation from reality. The case of war crimes in general and torture in particular. In what can only be described in the words of Rachel Maddow as a holy mackerel event, Dick Cheney confessed that he authorized or knew of torture and allowed it to happen. I know it's not funny. Already in June of 2006, on a hot Thursday afternoon, the Supreme Court held that Common Article 3 of the Geneva Convention applied to Al-Qaeda. That is, prohibiting cruel treatment and torture. In turn, the War Crimes Act was passed with overwhelming majority in 1996 and signed into law by Bill Clinton. It prescribes life in prison or the death penalty for violations. How far do you have to be separated from reality not to understand that a confession to a crime that is threatened by a life sentence is a no-no? Cheney should at least have asked for a lawyer to be present, or in case he could not afford one, that one would be appointed. In turn, here's a good one. The Iraqi shoe thrower regrets his actions and asks for a pardon. But it gets even better. According to the Daily Mail, an Egyptian man offered his 20-year-old daughter in marriage to the shoe thrower. No word whether the offer was accepted. Obama's selection of Rick Warren to speak and or preach at the inauguration has raised the ire of the gay lesbian community. Warren is a fundamentalist who speaks out against gay or lesbian marriages. I am not sure why gays and lesbians are too insecure to face the reality. Outside California, there is no majority support for a marriage other than heterosexual. So what? Let's go global for a moment. I am always fascinated when I discover a pattern while analyzing events. At times I learn from previous outcomes what may happen in another setting or environment. Take Germany as an example. Hit especially hard by the economic disaster, its budget deficit is the largest in its entire history. The German stock market lost 25% of its value. That scared the bejeebers out of even Chancellor Angela Merkel, who caved in and approved new measures to boost the economy. The Brits are in fear of OPEC's newest 2.2 million barrel a day production cuts, predicting another step into depression. A step the British economy can hardly afford, with 1 million unemployed as we speak and 3 million expected in 2009 and 2010. In the United States, Chrysler is closing all plants for 1 month, as all car makers struggle to survive. In South Korea, the opposition stormed a room in which the ruling party finalized as yet another free trade agreement between the United States and South Korea. The agreement would allow South Korea to import their cars into the United States at a lower tariff, in return for the United States exporting more farm products at lower tariffs into South Korea. So, what is our government doing, if anything? Well, Bush, who seemed to have been open to a bailout, is busy with other things, God knows what. Now, here is a gift for those of you who have everything. NASA is auctioning off its space shuttle. Minimum bid 42 million. Hey, looks nice to me. And the Republicans concentrate on killing the UAW rather than coming up with a solution. Houston, we have a problem. How many days to a change we can believe in? In the meantime, I was wondering how to tell rich chicks from skinny ones. Otherwise, I will do websites for food. God bless you. I hope I make it through tomorrow and see you again.